What's up, great people? Rich vibes. Welcome back to Energy Rich. I am Tyshonna, also known as Ty. I am all things, everything Energy Rich. I welcome you back if you are returning, and if you are new here, hi, welcome. Thank you for watching me and getting involved, because Energy Rich is the place where we can experience soul transfiguration and identity evolution. And listen, it's just not for adults, but this is for kids too. So I do thank you all for coming and chilling with your girl, your rich friend. And so we are here. And so today, one thing before I forget. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, comment, like, share, even turn on the notification button if you choose to, or the notification reminders rather. If you choose to, I would greatly appreciate it, so that we will be able to spread Energy Rich to the entire world, even if it's just one person at a time. Because Energy Rich is not just for me, but it's for everyone. It is a lifestyle. It is who we are. It is what we do. And Energy Rich is who I persistently become. It's what I passionately do, manifesting what I purposefully have. So I'm glad that you're here. So now that we got the preliminary stuff out of the way, let us get into it. So I was asked the question, right, about how do I stay disciplined and how do I stay on track? That is a good question. A very good question, and I can't even lie, and I'm gonna be completely transparent. So this morning while I was doing my Rich Vision disciplines, one other thing, exciting news. So I did release my first ever Energy Rich Vision Workbook. It is completely free. I think you can click the link or copy and paste the link in the description box below, or go to my social medias, specifically Instagram, and click the link, and then you can download it for free. Make sure you share it with your children. It is kid friendly 100%, as well as your friends, your family, strangers if you choose to, your co-workers. Everyone needs it. It is completely free, and I did this because I had friends and followers on my social media platforms that was asking me, like, how do you continuously overcome, or how do you push through getting tough times and tough moments in your life, and what do you do? How do you stay so positive? How do you stay so optimistic? So I just took myself and I just put it into a workbook. It's really short, and things that you can do every day, and I like to call it disciplines that I put into practice every day, because if I set myself up right, I can set my day. So if I set my morning, I can set the course of my day, because it will allow me to be mindful of the things that I meditated, that I became grateful for, that I proclaimed that I was grateful for during the morning, those sorts of things. And I believe that once you get disciplined, your disciplines will turn into habits, and your habits will turn into practices that you implement daily. So it's things that you would do on routine that keeps you in place, that keeps you grounded, which can take me and segment me into, how do I stay so grounded? How do I keep a positive outlook? How am I so optimistic? How do I see the glasses half full instead of half empty? And I think, and not even I think, but I know it's because I decided to hone in on vision. Like my mentor, she tells me all the time, listen, she's my coach, she's my aunt. I adopted her, she adopted me, and her name is LaShawn Holland. If you guys do not know, she has been a complete blessing to my life. Like, I knew that I was going to be connected to her since 2010, 2011, something like that, maybe earlier, something like that. But I didn't get to encounter her one-on-one till about 2017, and ever since then it's been over. Okay, and it's been just a blessing, or 2018, one of those. But it's just been a blessing to have her in my life. But back on course to what we were talking about, is she tells me all the time, vision makes the decision, right? And so when you have vision, it keeps you grounded. It helps you make decisions decisions based off of that vision. And if the decision that you have to make does not align with the vision that you currently have, then you don't need to make a decision at all. And it's okay for you to not make a decision if it does not align with your vision. You don't have to tweak your vision to make a decision. If it doesn't fit, it just doesn't fit. And a lot of times we have this tendency of shifting our vision and shifting what we've committed to, our commitments, our goals. We have a tendency of shifting those things to make something else work out, or someone else work out, or make someone else happy, or to fill the void, fill the need, fill the want, fill the desire, fill the expectation of someone else. And that's not the way how I believe our lives are supposed to work. If it doesn't fit in with my vision, then I'm not going to make a decision. And if I happen to make a decision later on, it's because I have given myself some time to thoroughly process, okay, well, can I commit to that? Can I do that? Do I have the ability? Do I have the time? Is my mental capacity, my emotional capacity there to be able to do? You know, and sometimes we just tend to overcompensate or do things out of necessity rather than actually seeing how what we do benefits that person or benefits the situation. And so that's how I really stay grounded, right? And being a being an entrepreneur, right? I would like to say that I am an entrepreneur. I am flourishing and blossoming into becoming an entrepreneur, and I can definitely say that it's not easy. And so like this morning when I woke up, I was really thinking how hard, the journey has been enjoyable because I found things that I can enjoy, you know. And when I see the brighter side and all the things that I've accomplished, that allows me to say, you know what, boy, you put in this work. Like, you've been working, you getting your thing, like you accomplishing things. And that's how I can see the glass is half full. But like sometimes you do get discouraged, you know, you do get discouraged in the vision and saying, you know what, am I really doing what is necessary for me to get from point A to point B, from point B to point C, you know, until I reach the end goal, you know, until you can see the reality of the image that you had in your brain or the dreams that you thought of. Like sometimes it can get really discouraging. You can look for the support of your family, your friends, your significant others, your spouses, your children, your strangers, whatever. You can look for the support, and sometimes it just feels like, oh my God, it's just not there. It's like, who can I lean on to help? Who can I lean on to help push me? Who can I lean on to help me do this and help me do this? But then I sit back and I reflect after I allow myself, yes, I do allow myself to sit in my thoughts sometimes and be able to, you know, really think about what I'm thinking about so that I can reassign a positive emotion to the thoughts that I have. I'm like, in retrospect, I really just need to sit back and say, you know what, Tyshonna, like, it's your responsibility to push and support your vision. Because some people, they only see the dream, like they only see the end goal. You can say, yeah, like when I make it, I'm gonna get this house, I'm gonna get this car, I'm gonna do this with my children, I'm gonna do this with my spouse, I'm gonna take this vacation, I'm gonna have this much money. They see that, but they don't see the dream. They don't see what you wrote down. And that's why it's so important for us to follow the vision, following the principle of we perish when we do not have vision. And what perish means is you die on the inside. If you don't have vision, if you don't have insight in here, if you don't utilize the power of your imagination, hello, rich vision, you'll die on the inside. That's why it's so important for you to pull the vision from your imagination. Just pull the words, pull the images from your imagination and write them down on paper. No matter if it's just in a journal, on a regular piece of paper, in your phone, until you can get some structure and you can write it down and say, you know what, when you reach the point where you have maxed out, where you have accomplished the things that you set, you can give it to your children, your nieces, your nephews, your godchildren, and say, now y'all take this and run. You can pass the baton and run. They can run with it, right? And make it bigger than what you've ever imagined, right? That's the goodness, the greatness of having vision, rich vision, and actually running with it. But while you're in it, you got to understand that you do have to set yourself up with support systems now, like having coaches and having mentors, teachers, trainers, instructors, resources that you can go to when you feel like you've hit a dip, because when you're climbing and you're building, and this doesn't necessarily have to be with entrepreneurship, but this could be with your healing, this could be with forgiveness, this could be with at your job, this could be with your family, with your relationship. When you're building, sometimes you will hit a dip. Like vision is like, yes, vision is a straight shooter, but getting there is not linear. You know what I'm saying? Like getting to your vision is not linear. You're going to have dips, you're going to have turns, twists, all those type of things, but you have to stay focused and committed to what you said that you're going to do. Not what they said that they're going to do, but what you said that you're going to do. See the vision, you make it plain. Every day you look at your vision and say, if what I'm doing today does not operate or mirror my vision, I'm outside of the vision. I can't do that. If my spending habits do not align with my vision, I can't do that. If my friends and my family, or my significant other, my spouse, whatever, want me to do this, but it doesn't align with my vision, have enough courage to communicate that to them so that they can understand what you're doing and where you're going. Now, you don't have to give them an explanation as to why you can't every single time, but you can say, look, with where I am right now and in this process, I can't do this. I can't go there. I can't hang out with these people. I can't hang out with, and it's okay. It's totally okay. That's you setting up a boundary, staying within that boundary so that you can max out every single day. You have an obligation to max out. If you do something every single day, that's what John Maxwell said. John Maxwell said, listen, if you do something every day, even if it's just one thing every day, think about how much momentum you would have in 365 days that you didn't have last year. So in the month of January, every single day, I have been working on my business every single day, Sunday to Saturday, every single day. And I am seeing the momentum. I am seeing the growth. I'm seeing the innovation. I'm seeing the creativity. I'm seeing the expansion. I'm seeing the development, not just within my business, not just within my vision, but within me, And so sometimes it may look like nothing is working, but it is. You may not be able to see when you plant the seed in the ground and you put it inside of the soil and you water it. You may not see the roots that are growing underneath the ground, but when you see that first bud come up out that ground, it is time to celebrate. And so if it is that you're a content creator or if you're a YouTuber, I'm new to this. Everyone, even if it's just one view, and that's what my coach Tyshonna taught me. She said, listen, even if it's just one person, if it's one person that like your post, if it's one person that view your content, even if it's just one person, you've impacted that person's life. That is something to celebrate. See, I think all too often we wait for or we think that there'll come a time where there's this unicorn miracle where our dreams that we wrote down or the imaginations that we have in our head or the dreams that we've dreamt, that they would magically come to life. But no, there's a principle that says, look, faith without works is dead. If you don't put the work in, you don't get a harvest. Do you think that when farmers go and they go on their farm and they begin to plant within season and things like that, do you think that they don't go out every day to put in some work so that they can get a harvest of whatever seed that they put in the ground? And see, that's the thing. We miss that concept. See, here's the thing, right? We all don't want to be lied to. We all want somebody to love us. We want people to be transparent. We want people to support us and things like that, right? But we want people to forgive us. Like, we want healthy relationships. But are you planting those same seeds? What are you doing every day to plant seeds inside of you first? Right? What does your relationship with your spiritual relationship, whatever relationship you have religiously or spiritually, what does that relationship look like? Like, what seeds are you putting into the ground? How are you watering it? How often are you watering it? How often are you pulling up the weeds? If you want things to manifest in you, like if you want to lose weight, for example, like I want to lose weight, right? I want to be able to, slim down just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I want to be able to do that. But what do I do every day to stay committed to that, to make sure that the seed that I planted on the inside of me and said, I want to lose X amount of pounds by the end of, or in the next 30 days, or whatever the case may be. I want to lose 30 pounds, or I want to lose 50 pounds. What am I doing every day to make sure that I work at losing those 50 pounds by the desired goal? But even if I don't get it by the desired goal, and let's say if out of the 50 I lost 35, that is still something. That is still something to celebrate, as long as I put the work in. If I put the work in, I get results. If I don't put the work in, I don't get results. Like, how do you think that you seeing what's her name, Beyonce, or you seeing Rick Ross, or whatever the case may be, and you looking at these people on social media and you like, dang, I aspire to have what they have? Like, at the end of the day, they did something every day, or they stayed consistent at doing something that got them from where they were to where they're going. It reminds me of this story in the Bible that I taught on like multiple times, and it's the man that's at the pool of Bethesda, right? This dude was sitting for years, laying by the pool of Bethesda. It was this pool, and they said, you know what, at a certain time of year, you can go ahead and get in. The angel gonna come, he gonna stir up the water. You go ahead and get in and you get healed, right? So this dude will come. This dude is sitting at the pool of Bethesda, right? And he's seeing, people get into the water, people come out of the water, they heal, this, that, and the third, right? So he's still sitting there. Angel come like, bro, what are you doing? He's like, well, I'm waiting for somebody to put me in the water. Stop waiting for people to put you in the game. Stop waiting for people to maximize and to make your vision come to pass. It is not, I have to keep telling myself this every day as I'm growing in my business, as I'm developing in my own personal relationship with myself and with my spirituality. It is not the responsibility of someone else to put me in the game. It is not the responsibility of someone else. I can't hold someone else accountable for my vision, for what I said my goals were, or my New Year's resolutions, which I hate New Year's resolutions because you can't even solve for X. Like, you don't even have the Y, so how you want to solve for X? Like, it's not somebody else's position to put you in the pool. It was nobody else's responsibility to put the man that was sitting at the pool of Bethesda in the water. It was his position to get up from where he was, even if he had to crawl to get into the water, to get his miracle. But no, he wanted to stay where he was because he got so comfortable. He was like, no, I can't walk. I'm lame. My legs don't work, blah, 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 blah. But he never even tried. And I remember I used to be there. I used to sit back and do vision boards, right? And I used to put shoes and purses and houses and jets and all of these things on my vision board. That's okay. But how was I going to get there? I got all of these pictures and they're going to remain a wish because I don't have a plan in place to get there or to get those things. And sometimes it's not even always about the things. It's about the freedom that's on the other side. That's another thing that my mentor tells me all the time about having vision. Vision will keep you so grounded that you become free in the process. Especially when she teaches on finances and vision and mindset as well. But see, the thing is, it's like what I grab from what she teaches me, it's like, you know what? I am the key player. Like, I'm the star of the show with my vision and my dreams. Can't nobody tell me like what I see, what I want, what I desire in my imagination. I tell people what that look like. So I go to my coach and I tell her, this is what I'm passionate about. I feel like this is what purpose looks like for me. This is what I want to do. She helps me map it out. She helps give my vision structure. She helps me show that my dreams and my imagination can be possible by giving me structure, setting me up, allowing me to meet with her so that I can talk to her and my uncle and not go into unnecessary pitfalls. Yeah, I'm going to have challenges. Like things come like last year. If y'all was looking on my social media, last year I said, oh, 2021, because 2020 was hell. Okay, I could say that it was hell. Yeah, I wanted to tussle with 2020. But in 2021, I was like, oh yeah, this is my year. I'm going to set myself up. You know, things happened in 2020 that I didn't agree with at all, that I didn't even see coming at all. But it's okay. I said 2021 was my year. January 2nd, 2021, my apartment was up in flames. It was up in flames. And I put the fire out. Me and my sister put the fire out. The fire department got here and was like, well, there's nothing for us to do. We had a whole fire and totally changed our lives, our circumstances, our environment, ourselves. It was just about us having enough courage, enough strength to not lay dormant in the challenge, and not lay dormant in the obstacle, and not lay dormant in the stumbling block, in the hindrance. It's not your, okay, listen, let me tell you something. And I feel like I need to say this. That relationship that failed does not stop your dreams, does not stop your vision, does not stop your imagination. It should not stop you from keeping, okay, yeah, it hurt, I understand, the heartbreak, the turmoil, things like that. But at the end of the day, your independence, your success, your purpose does not lie in somebody else. Just because you partnered with them on a few things, that does not mean that God's promises for you will not come to pass. It does not mean that just because that didn't work out, the promise and the good plan in the future that God has for you, that's not to say that that won't come to play. Who you gonna believe? You gonna believe what your circumstances say, or are you gonna believe what's written? For me personally, I'm gonna believe what's written. And I had to learn that every single time I come up against a challenge. So you wanna know what helps me stay grounded? Is my spiritual relationship, my connection. And yes, I had hardship spiritually too. Of course, being in the church, this, that, and the third, that's a whole nother story. But at the end of the day, I had to take responsibility for myself. I had to take responsibility for my relationship with God. And what I believe that God said he can't lie. God said I'm not a man that I should lie. He told me that he'll always be with me, never to leave me or forsake me. So if I think that people left me, God can't. And he won't. If he said in the word that he'll leave 99 sheep to come get one, I'm going to believe that. So like, I'm not understanding why you think that your purpose, that your vision, that your dreams, your imagination lies in someone else, or you think that you can't. And you keep quitting because you think, oh, everybody else is doing this. Okay, I understand everybody's on YouTube right now or trying to be on YouTube right now. But what sets you apart? And just because other people are doing it don't mean that you can't. Everybody's doing this on social media. Everybody's doing lashes. Everybody got a clothing line. Everybody's trying to sell a shirt. What makes you stand out? There's a place for you in the market. Oh my God, I wish y'all could just sit with, I mean, y'all can sit with my coach, but like the stuff that she teaches me, like helps me understand how limitless I am. Like I got the confidence and I got the self-confidence, but she don't understand how she put the arrogance up on me. Because it's like, I can't do, like, it's like in my mind, there's nothing that I can't do. Whether outside of the female genre or indifferent. At the end of the day, I believe that I can. So that is what keeps me grounded. First is vision. Well, no. First is my relationship with God, my spirituality, what I practice. You practice what you practice. It's me staying grounded and believing that I can. And that what God placed me here on the earth to do, it will come to pass. That he can't lie. He will never lie to me. He said that I have an expected end. So there's no reason for me to feel like he is not giving me purpose. He said in Jeremiah 29:11 that he gave me purpose. So just because it looks like somebody else is doing what I'm doing, I got purpose. So they can't do what I can do, and I can't do what they can do. Only they can do what they can do. And only I can do what I can do. But at the end of the day, I got an expected end for my life. And that's how I look at it. Second is having vision. It's having vision, writing a vision down, staying committed to my vision. What my vision says is what my vision will tell me to do. And clarity comes along the way. So if I'm in this season where I'm just grinding it out and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing for me, and it doesn't look like I got outside support, or it doesn't look like other things that's there, like, I make me happy. I make me happy. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I make me happy. It's nobody else's responsibility to make me happy. And it's nobody else's responsibility to bring my vision to pass but me. So first is my spirituality with my religion, with God, with my spirituality. Then it's my vision. And third is healing, bruh. Like, that's exactly what it is. It's healing. Because people don't understand how trauma impacts your ability to perform, your ability to be confident, your ability to be self-confident. Like, trauma really affects your productivity, what you manifest, what you harvest, what you attract. People don't understand that, but I'm trying to tell y'all. It's all about having rich energy. I didn't get to where I am overnight. I no longer remain a victim to anything that happens. And then your emotions, bro, like, if you have your emotions under control, if you have a resource and a source for your emotions when your emotions get high, when you feel like I can't, I won't, I shouldn't, they told me that I wouldn't, my peoples, my family, my exes, my this, my that, they told me that I wouldn't amount to nothing. Like, if you get your emotions under control, bro, like, you can do anything that you set your mind. Like, if your emotions and your mindset get intimate, bro, you will be unstoppable. Nobody will be able to check you but you. And you can do it. You can do it. And then you have your will. Think about how your willpower, meaning like your strength, your will to do something, your empowerment, your motivation, your determination, when your soul, your mind, will, and emotions are all in alignment, and the intimacy that's created there, child, you think can't nobody tell you nothing when you get a beat face or you get a fresh cut? Child, let me tell you something. When those three things are intertwined in a healthy way because you overcoming trauma, meet me at the altar in your white dress. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And so, again, just to reiterate, you asked me what keeps me grounded. First, it's my spirituality with God and the religion that I practice. Second is my vision, staying focused, staying committed. And third is overcoming trauma. It's healing in my soul, my mind, will, and emotions. That's it.